fine not talking about them.
All right, so another random chat with Adam. We got Adam Kenny on the mic.
Hey guys,
we got deep last one.
man,
You fixed me.
not like a dog.
No, you fixed me like a dog. Barked like a dog, and we're just living our best life. Blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Too blessed to stress.
Don't bless it. Don't mess it. I don't know how that goes. I'm just making these things up, but
Could have fooled me.
thank you. The other day, kind of wanted to touch on Adam's music taste. So Adam has a wide variety of music throughout his life. He really would you walk me through your life of music related type things
So when I'm a kid, I'm digging down by the bay.
where the watermelons grow?
Yeah, but Raffi. I'm all about Tim Noah. Move on to Raffi. No, I actually never got into Raffi.
I don't know who Raffi is, but okay.
He's the one who did Down by the Bay.
No clue.
Okay.
Was he like Dimitri's dad?
Kind of. So I don't know. So like I guess okay. So as a kid, we listened mostly to what our parents listened to. So which was some classic rock, mostly like Creedence Clearwater, Bruce Springsteen. I mean, Mom used to listen to Cube 93, but that was before they became the rap station.
They were kind of like the cool bop station.
Yeah, cool pop station. And then
I said bop, but okay.
I don't know what bop is.
Boo bop bop ba doo bop.
Is this Carmen Sandiego?
This is oh. That's what I feel like my podcast is. I feel like I'm putting this like there's another. I get my like green, who listens where,
Oh, man.
and it's like I put that flag there and it lit up
That'd be awesome. Actually, if you could just paint a big map on the floor.
and just light it up.
I forgot that did that. That was really cool.
That was a sweet thing. And you know what?
You know who else is a sweet thing?
Hold on.
My wife.
That's good. Will she listen to this though? That's the question.
I don't know.
So you keep talking about your music,
About my musical taste?
and then I'm going to write down other stuff.
Okay, so I mean, like as a kid, of course, it was Garth Brooks was really big, so on and so forth. Then in like teenage years, we started listening to like what was popular Christian music for our age at the time, so which would have been like DC Talk, Jars of Clay,
Down with the DC Talk.
yeah. And there was a guy named Carmen who somehow was popular with the teenagers.
I don't know how Carmen ever. Now I look back at that and I go, Satan, bite the dust, or we on a riot. Jesus, we called about your name. Jesus. You'll never be the same.
I totally forgot those songs.
We on a riot.
On a riot. He had a music video for that too.
It was great on Channel 20 or Channel 22. Channel 20, I think it was.
Yeah. So I got into like Supertones. Ska music was kind of big for like 2 years.
I remember when Dennis Rodman wore a Supertones shirt.
He wore an Insiders shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It was Insiders, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Insiders, yeah.
Right.
But anyways, then you started listening to more hip hop. I mean, you always kind of liked hip hop. You like Fugees and stuff like that.
Fugees, Busta Rhymes.
Fugees and Funyuns. And then you got a Vibe.
Never listened to Funyuns.
You would get like Vibe magazine.
Vibe magazine.
And I remember
dude.
seeing a Black Eyed Peas
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
advertisement in there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And so I was like, what is Black Eyed Peas? So back in the day, you could go to Fred Meyer and they'd have listening stations and you could like...
Is this legit? Like you saw a Vibe magazine that I brought home
Yeah.
and that's how you got into Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah, and I scanned Black Eyed Peas because I saw it at Fred Meyer, scanned it. I just liked the look of it. And so then I listened to it and I was like, yeah, okay, I like this. I liked the beats of it. And
How old? How old are we talking about here?
I was probably 17 or something.
Okay.
And around that same time, you were listening to Christian rap. And so like we were getting to LA Symphony and Pigeon John.
And Pigeon John and Brainwash Projects.
Yeah.
And not to mention, didn't they get produced by Black Eyed Peas? No, they got produced by
They had one song produced by Black Eyed Peas, by Will.i.am.
Will.i.am, but then they had another one done by
They've had
gosh, who
they've
are
had
those guys?
Madlib.
No, it wasn't like I'm thinking of like not De La Soul. Was it De La Soul? No, it was.
They did do a track with De La Soul, but they did like Del the Funky Home, or not Del the Funky Home Sapien. What What was that one guy's name? Soup the Chemist.
Soup the Chemist was on there?
Yeah, Soup the Chemist
Really?
was on one of
I
them.
love Soup.
Soup the Chemist.
Tuna fish. Wait,
No, that's Charlie Tuna.
Oh, Charlie Tuna. That's right. Never mind.
Jurassic 5.
I like him. And Jurassic 5.
But yeah, so I started getting into that sort of stuff, and actually it got so cool that one of our mutual friends, who was the president of the ASB when I was a junior.
KG Rager.
No, when I was a junior, he was the senior president. It was Patrick Thomas.
PT.
We could play whatever music.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
he would play Black Eyed Peas over there because we were friends. So Black Eyed Peas started getting popular at that point in time. This is before Ella Funk and before Fergie and all that stuff. Anyways, so it was back when they were good, is what I'm saying.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, Fergie kind of ruined it for me.
Maybe halfway.
But then, so I listened to a lot of hip hop, and then I would go to like what was it called? There was some place in Bellevue because I used to work in Bellevue, and I would just go and peruse like on my lunch break or when I was off work. I'd just go look at all these CDs. They had a used CD section, all this stuff, and I would just like judge books by their covers. And I started getting into underground rap, like.
Dude, underground. Okay, before we get to that,
Yeah.
we were getting into KGRG underground rap before that.
Yeah, the Boogie Monsters.
Boogie Monsters. We also got into other stuff, and it was Daniel Galvin.
Dan Galvin, yeah.
Yeah,
He was a big help.
awesome help. And who was the other dude? It was Dan Galvin, and then who's that tall dude? Would hang out with. It wasn't Alderson, but it was. He knew what was going on too. I can see his name now, or
You can see his name, but
see
you
his
can't
name,
read it. You
but
just can't read it.
but I can't tell you his face.
I don't know who you're talking about.
All right, anyway,
but
keep
was he in my grade?
Yeah. Yeah. He was a homie. Keep
Homie.
going.
So then that's how I got into the Living Legends, which was Grouch and Eli and Murs and these guys, and then I started just listening to Grouch and Eli, like those guys a lot.
Grouch is good.
And then I got into
Marzell.
Marzell was before that. That was when I was a teenager. But I got into Doom. I started listening to Black Alicious was earlier. That was like back in junior year, because we got Knockout Kings.
We did.
The
PS2.
boxing video game, and it had a Black Alicious song on there.
Black
I really
Alicious
liked
is
it.
great. If you guys ever want to get a good song, you want to show your kids it clean with all that, do A to G.
Yeah, A to G or Alphabet Aerobics.
Those are good.
Alphabet Aerobics goes through the entire alphabet.
Yeah.
You can watch Daniel Radcliffe rap it on Jimmy Fallon show.
Jimmy Fallon, yeah. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
So fine. And so then eventually I listened to a lot of underground rap, and I started getting off into these different realms of that because, back in the day, people would just guest on other people's albums all the time.
Right.
So I got into Black Alicious and Lyrics Born and DJ Shadow and these guys, and they were all on Quantum. But then eventually I got Guitar Hero. And I started playing Guitar Hero based on a review.
So you start playing classic rock.
So I started playing these classic rock and blues songs and like 80s hair rock and stuff. And I was like, man, the guitar is awesome. And my friend RB,
I think it was Bean Counter, but it's brown.
Bean Counter, had a guitar, and he wouldn't let me play it because I didn't know how to play a guitar. And
He wouldn't even let you touch it.
He wouldn't even let me touch it. And he didn't know how to play guitar either. He just had it.
He said, like, don't
He's like,
touch
but
that.
don't touch it. You don't know what you're doing. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get my own guitar. So I got a tax return when I was like 21, and I got a guitar with it because I was into the guitar. So I started playing that, and then I started getting more and more into rock. And that's when I got into Led Zeppelin. And well, at first I got into Leonard Skinner, and then I was like, I started listening to KZOK, and it was like they're doing their top countdown of the greatest rock songs, and Stairway to Heaven came on as number 1. And I was like, oh, this song reminds me, weirdly enough, I recognize this song, but it makes me think of high school because of the video yearbook, the video annual, and they played part of that song. So then I started listening to Stairway to Heaven. I started listening to all this Zeppelin stuff. So I got really into Zeppelin, and then what was that?
Sorry.
No, we're recording in here.
Keep going. Sorry.
So then I just got into this music, and I started getting into Sufjan Stevens around the same time. So I started listening to like folk rock, indie rock, Band of Horses, Eels, classic rock.
Sounds just like rock.
Lots of animals.
Yeah, sounds like rock.
And Eagles.
And
then I started getting into stuff.
Alabama. States.
Well, Alabama
Kansas.
I got into long time ago. Yeah.
Little Kansas.
A little, not really as much Kansas, no. But I did get into Americana rock, so I started getting into like Bob Dylan. I started getting into the band.
How come you didn't go with us to
Steve Miller Band?
No.
Show?
We went to the concert with not Bob Dylan, but
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. How come you didn't go with us?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
was
I do like
awesome.
Tom Petty a lot too, but so yeah. So these days I don't listen to much new stuff. I pretty much just listen to classic rock all the time.
So-
the Allman Brothers. So I got into Allman Brothers because I love Dwayne Allman. I actually got into the Allman Brothers first, and then I started to fall in love with Dwayne Allman. And then I started listening to everything Dwayne Allman because I wanted to play the guitar as well as him.
So, if you guys can't picture this, I want to take you back. Like, picture like a TV show where things like kind of start waving. We go back in time. Back in time. Adam literally was a Best Buy in his house, or in our room. He had the best sound system ever. It was a decent sound system, really digital, all that cool stuff. PS2, TV. He'd spend his money on. He was one of those guys that if you like got into his car, you had to move like 2 full CD album like cases
That may or may not still be true.
out of the way. Like you're like I can't sit here. There's literally like 80 CDs I got to move out of the way before I sit down here. Adam was like, he's like the iPod shuffle, but as a person.
Part of it was I used to make music on the computer.
And it was good stuff. You guys know the Full Buddy Cast, like the intro to Full Buddy Cast. I stole that from Adam without telling him about it.
Yeah.
The
dun, 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 that part.
dun, 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 dun. But I created the
screaming in the background.
Woo woo.
Is that like Will Smith wooing, or is that you?
That's the keyboard that I bought at Goodwill that has the woo woo woo.
That's hilarious. So I got into making music, and so then I started getting into editing. Oh yeah, I got into editing videos also. Like my friend Henry and I would do all sorts
Overnight
of
productions.
We would edit videos and record.
Hilarious stuff.
And
best stuff.
Yeah.
You had
So I had a really nice computer that was built by a friend of mine who I worked with at the Sports Authority. It was really nice.
these videos that they would make. I'm going to interrupt you.
Go for it.
But they did this one like it was snowing outside. What?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. What did you guys think of like, hey, it's snowing. Let's go outside and make a video. Or were you guys already planning on making the video?
I think we wanted to go outside and record something in the snow because it was just such a unique thing.
What's it called online?
I think you can look it up. You can just type in Overnight Productions.
Really?
And then
you have all your stuff out there?
And then type in, no, it's just a couple things. And you can type in Under Pressure.
Under Pressure.
Because we just basically made a music video for Under Pressure. And
do you guys have the hit the hot stepper where
no, that's not on there.
Kleeman is swimming across, or Henry is swimming across with it. Yeah.
No, we don't have that. The only ones that they have up there is that one, the one I mentioned, Under Pressure. One for like March Madness, and one for
March Madness was good. I remember that was just like
the Sumo Brothers.
Yeah. 1 subscriber, 1 video.
Oh, really? Oh, so you must have taken some down.
That's somebody else. Final AE first video, 6 views 3 months ago.
That's not it.
That's not you guys. Overnight Productions. Yeah. 195 productions, 18 videos.
That's not it. Okay. Type in Under Pressure.
Hold on. Overnight Productions, 2 subscribers, 4 videos. Videos. I think this might be you guys. No, that's Drake and Josh.
Well, no, we had them in one of our videos.
1 video. No, it's not you guys. Dude, everyone's got these Overnight Productions.
I know.
Holy cow.
Literally, though, Henry came up with that because he spent the entire night editing like the first video.
Face Part 2. That's not you guys. That would be a funny one to watch, though. What I do? Under Pressure?
Yeah, type in Overnight Productions, Under Pressure.
Under Pressure.
And then it should pop up.
We go under. No, that's not it. Under Pressure.
So we just...
Oh, there it is. Overnight Prod.
You're looking
for Overnight Prod.
Okay.
Oh, man, you guys crushed it. You guys, how many views you guys got? Guess. How many views you guys got?
300.
239.
That's close.
And that was 12 years ago. and so 6 people said, hey, that's cool. Now we're going to look at, they have the March, and they also have Sumo Brothers.
Yeah, Sumo Brothers.
Oh, dude, Sumo Brothers is hilarious. Yeah. There's these, if you guys could go check out Sumo Brothers too.
Yeah.
It is these kids. It's joint. 33. A Hank Lee joint. Once upon a time in a ghetto far, far away. There's these kids that live by you guys.
Yeah.
Where were you guys living at?
Oh, they were living in North Seattle. I would just go visit them.
There lived 2 brothers who were blood related. The brothers were fat, making them Sumo Brothers. And these kids, did they love you guys?
Yeah, they were good kids and fun to be around. We played basketball with them a lot.
I wonder how old they got.
Oh, they're in their 20s.
So
now.
12 years ago, they're probably 20 years old. I
they're
want
definitely in their 20s.
I want to think, who were those white guys that were just always videoing us smashing into each other with pillows?
Yeah.
So anyway, you guys have always been a talented group. You've always been also very hands-on when it comes to music and videos and art. You're an art guy. You like the creativity of it.
Yeah.
Who was really the brains behind putting these things together? Like, hey, let's go get them pillows and put it under their shirt and let's videotape them smashing into each other.
So I wasn't even part of that one. So that was Henry. Henry always had kind of a creative vision. He was good at like thinking of the idea and then just kind of like connecting the dots of how to make it work. And then I basically was the guy who would come in occasionally with some other funny ideas. Like we basically wanted to be Wes Anderson and Owen Wilson.
Yeah,
just that writing and acting type thing. But Henry was pretty funny. Henry's a good actor too. Yeah, I don't know. That was just mostly Henry, and then I was kind of along for the ride, and I'd add little things here and there.
I think T&B Productions or whatever they were called.
Oh, right.
I think they deleted their channel. I was talking to Garrett or Trevor or somebody.
I just did a thing for Trevor and Garrett.
I know. I would listen to it. It's called what's it?
Hello Family, I think.
Hello Family Podcast, and it's like a 3-minute podcast. But we made this video back in the day. I had like 10,000 views on it, and it was Airheads. It was an Airheads commercial that we put together, my brainchild, and we filmed it in a creeper van. And it was that Airheads, you drive up, which I did.
Oh, yeah.
I drove up to just an Airhead like package
on
just on the street, just sitting there. And I said, "Hey, Airhead, hey, Candy."
Yeah.
"Hey, Candy, I got some kids in the back." And it was actually turned out pretty funny. It
turned
out
out
really
funny,
well. I was trying to, just say, "Hey."
Coerce the candy.
Yeah, trying to get it inside. Yeah, hey, here you go. And then the candy just sat there because it was a piece of candy. And I drove off. Whatever candy. It was edited very well. And Airheads,
yeah,
whatever it was. But man, it's gone now because they had to delete the freaking channel because they also posted some videos that they didn't feel too proud of.
Oh.
And so they said, rather than just deleting those videos, they just deleted the entire channel.
Sure. I mean, at some point, like if there's stuff you did in the past and you're like, I don't really want that to represent me anymore, and it's online or whatever, you just delete it.
So why don't you burn those nudes that you did of
I mentioned not being proud of the thing you do in the past. I'm very proud of my nudes.
Okay. And we're talking about the art. Because he had to go like draw and sketch.
Yeah,
and
I went to art school, so I had to draw and paint naked people.
You know what would be a good Greg? A good Greg. And Greg, if you guys don't know what Greg is like the last place team in our fantasy football league. It came about from Craig Schweikel. I'm going to say his name. He'll never listen. He says he listens to every single one. He's the biggest fan of FBC. He's the producer of FBC. Sends me texts, millions of views. It's Craig Schweikel. And he was the worst fantasy football player ever. He coined the term luck, and then Bert fell into that as well because they're just not good fantasy football players.
I'm starting to fall into that pit myself.
Well, it's not luck. It's educated guesses based off of stats and opinions.
Yep.
And
then you get injured
together.
players.
Yeah. And it was unfortunate for you. You didn't get it.
Yeah, okay.
So with Craig, he just kept getting last place so much that and then he sent these emails that were just like the nicest emails you'd ever received from Craig, where he would say, "I hope everybody wins. I'm rooting for everybody here. It's just a dandy day in fantasy football land," and all this stuff. And so we're like, who is this Craig guy? And then I think Henry or somebody said, "This guy's Greg." And then it stuck. It was Greg after that. And so, not him, but that
persona.
So if you were the last place person, you won the Greg. And then we have a Greg belt. We have quotes from Greg. We have a picture of Craig. We have a Kaepernick jersey now because one of the Cali guys bought it. Because they were the Greg and so on and so forth. We just keep adding to it. So I think what we should do, long story short for catching everybody up, but or short story long, is you should paint a picture of them nude.
I don't. So no,
Why?
I don't want to paint somebody I know nude.
Why not?
Because that like there's a line you cross that you can never come back from.
No, I completely disagree from that. What if you did this? What if you painted a nude? Just a random nude, or used the one, blew up the one, and then each year we just placed somebody else's face on it of that nude. Like, you know the one that I'm talking about? The guy laying on the mattress?
Yeah, of course.
And then we put the guy's, like, we put whoever it was, we just cut out their face and we put it right on it.
No.
It's a great idea.
Cheapens my art.
It might make it more.
No.
Hey, guys, listen up. If you guys, do you have a print of that? Do you have a print of the nude, dude?
Mm-mm.
Can you put it, can we?
Frankly, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, listen, guys. DM face or Full Buddy Cast. Hit me up. If you want this nude print, we will get it to you. You got to pay a little money for it. We'll talk about price, but that could be your loser fantasy football person on the bottom. And you put the face on whoever lost.
No, that's weird.
I love it.
Nope.
$1 million idea brought to you by Full Buddy Cast.
No.
Go subscribe to Patreon for $25 a month, Patreon subscribers. You will get a new nude that Adam has painted every month.
I mean, you put me in these situations where I have to be the wet blanket.
Okay.
And I'm going to say no.
Fine. All right, so we talked a lot about music, but what I was trying to talk to you about was that I started listening to The Grouch and letting the kids like hear some of this stuff, Jurassic 5, J5. Then we got into...
There's some swears in there.
Listen, we're at that point where they're 16, 15, and 12.
And 3?
Well, not all my kids. But it's like, a couple swears are in there. But we also do Pot Pandora, where I do
Pot Pandora. What is that?
Pandora.
Yeah.
What it is? You smoke a lot of pot with your kids. No, I'm kidding. No, it's Pandora.
Yeah,
and I took off the explicit, so whatever we listen to. Every once in a while, something will sneak in there, and we'll just kick it out.
Gotcha.
By the way, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay, so TV shows. Let's talk about TV shows real quick. Okay. TV shows that made us. What would you say the top 3 TV shows that made you, that shaped you while you grew up? And we're going to go from elementary, teen area kind of thing.
Okay. I would say, it's been around forever.
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
Okay. All right.
I think growing up on The Simpsons, obviously it got a lot worse. It's not as funny anymore. I haven't watched it in maybe 15 years, but like growing up on it, it was hilarious. So I'd say Simpsons is up there. I think that informed a lot of my humor also. And that dope. Ay caramba, man.
Okay. Man, you know these. You know The Simpsons.
Eat my shorts.
All right. Yeah, that really shaped you well. Did you watch Alone in the Wilderness? Okay, stop.
That's Maggie.
That's really good, though.
Thank you.
What else?
Seinfeld. I think a lot of the sarcasm is Seinfeld. And then I think if you're going to talk about like valuing the moments of life, The Wonder Years.
That's a good one. I'd say Wonder Years is a good one.
I feel like us Kennys, as long as we're making blanket statements about the Kennys, I think a lot of us value
humor.
Well, we value humor, but we also value
babes.
Well, no, we value
sports.
Yep, but we also value. I don't really value sports.
Family.
Stop interrupting me. We value
time.
Moments.
Yeah, as I said, time.
At least we want to. I think we can be pretty sentimental people. So, anyways, and I think The Wonder Years has a lot of that in it. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a part of that I really enjoyed. I like that sort of coming of age type stuff.
Yeah, I'd say mine. I like yours.
Oh, you want me to? Did you want this? Was this me? I was going to ask you the same question.
I'm gonna enter into this conversation and give my opinion.
Okay, Joe Rogan.
Stats. Thank you. I would kick out Simpsons. I'm not a Simpsons. I like The Simpsons, but I don't think it shaped me. I like Seinfeld and kick out Wonder Years too. Home Improvement.
I was thinking Home Improvement also
was really good.
Yeah,
and then I was also thinking Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
I feel like Saturday Night Live was there was a period there where I appreciated it later. The reruns.
Yeah.
If they made a Saturday Night Live channel where all they played were all these past Saturday Night Lives, I would definitely watch that. Now let's fast forward to 2000s. What shaped you, would you say, the three TV shows, like when you're hitting your 20s into, you're hitting your 20 or, in the 30s a little bit. But
That's tough. So, I mean, if we're talking about into the 30s, I'd say Breaking Bad was one of them.
that was good.
Just the drama of it. Like I was reading novels that would have mirrored it in some ways. I like that sort of exploration of like the dark side of people. So yeah. Yes. So I would say that. Early 20s, as far as I can remember. Well, I guess early 20s would have been The Office. I'd say The Office
for sure. That's mine. That's mine too.
Yeah, The Office was really big. I didn't really watch a ton of TV as much as I played more video games than watched TV when I was around that age. But I would say, apart from those, I mean, it's so similar to The Office that it's hard to want to put it on here, but I would say Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec
is in there as well.
I'd say The Daily Show. I feel like The
Daily Show, that's a good choice. Yeah.
Definitely did bring out a lot of, even though I didn't always align with all of their thinking. Yeah, it did definitely get fun and funny. Yeah. Mystery Science Theater as well.
Oh, well, that's for me. That's a kid though. Like I think I enjoyed that more as a kid than I do now. But yeah, I totally forgot about Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, absolutely
good stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, these are hard recommends for us. Breaking Bad's good. It's amazing. It's great.
Mystery Science Theater is tough to revisit for people who didn't grow up on it, I would say, and also it's of its time. So it's not for everybody. Although I did have some success in college sharing it with some friends, but I would just kind of blow past the little intermission like skits and just watch the movie segments.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the intermission.
I do too, but like
it broke it up.
Introducing it to friends in college, I was like, let's just skip through the skits.
Well, with my wife, I'm like, hey, what do you think? And she's like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. And that Amber has a similar thought.
I feel like
I just want to be cool in my wife's eyes.
Yeah. That's all we want.
So I broke all of my Mystery Science Theater DVDs.
Did you?
No.
Okay, good. TV show, who do you like most? Let's say The Office. I like The Office. Who do you view yourself as in that? Are you a Jim? Are you a Dwight? Are you a Michael?
No. I mean, I'm a Pam probably, but probably early seasons Pam. I feel like Pam and Jim changed once they got married into people I didn't really like that much.
Okay.
But early seasons Pam, that's kind of me.
I can see that.
Aspirations.
Yeah.
But like
nice and friendly.
Yeah, not knowing exactly, appreciating good humor, good stuff like that. But like not exactly knowing how to proceed with my own goals and desires. Yeah.
I think I'm a Michael Scott a little bit. I view a lot of the stuff makes you laugh because you're like, dude, I can see myself doing that. Other stuff is outrageous. Yeah. I'm not a Jim. I'm more of a Tacker.
Todd Packer?
Todd Packer.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah. See?
Okay, yeah, you are. You're right.
No. I don't know. I like the Pam thing. I'd probably more of I'm more Michael Scott. If I can relate to anyone, it's a very me. It's a very how can I make this about myself? How can I make this fun? How can I pour my heart and soul into this? Even the Dundies, you pour your heart and soul into something, and then people don't appreciate it, and then you're like you try too hard to entertain. That's me trying way too hard to entertain, and then falling short of and people not appreciating it, and then I'm crying in a bedroom. Mike Martinez. Arm around me saying, Travis, you're trying too dang hard on this one, buddy. Yeah. And we all love you. And I'm ready to kick everybody out and go home. And then Burrito is watching you cry because you're crying because I'm crying.
I'm tearing up.
And then everyone else is just kind of meandering around the place. And I'm pissed and ready to go home. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, it was literally that weekend was the best of times, and it was the worst of times.
Absolutely,
that bachelor party was the best and the worst. Yeah, like wrapped into a 3-day event.
That was There are some things I don't ever want to revisit, but there are some things that came out of it that were just so funny and so
hilarious. Good. Oh, I mean, if you're gonna send somebody off, the last person to get married, even though you were like 2 days, after
later,
his, that was literally. Besides Craig, Craig will get married at some point. Even though
No, he won't. I hope he does.
Hey, am I boring you over here?
No,
are you looking forward to the next thing?
No, we're recording this at 5:30 a.m.
So, what were you? Back to TV shows a little bit. If you could go to a TV show, and we kind of talked about it earlier with the Carmen Sandiego slamming the flag in, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Think of Pee Wee Herman.
So if we're talking like if I'm a kid,
Pee Wee's Playhouse. Think of even Double Dare.
Yeah, I remember Double Dare. That was the first thing that jumped in my head.
Like those types of things. If you could visit a set and be a part of that whole thing, and think of American Gladiator. Think of Survivor, some of the Survivor challenges.
Yeah.
Think of what other types of shows are out there that are a lot of fun that way. I mean, what would you choose? Where would you be?
I mean, you haven't mentioned either of these, but it's got to be either Price is Right,
dude,
or Family Feud.
Dude, agreed. Yeah. Price is Right for sure.
Yeah,
Price is Right for sure, man.
I feel like we're the McKenzie brothers for a second there.
Who's the
Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas?
Where the
for sure, man.
For sure.
For sure. You're a hoser.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Price is Right. Well, I heard from a friend of the show, Casey Gallagher, that you really enjoy watching The Price is Right in the morning. In the break room.
I think there was one time. It might be the entire. I honestly think I've only watched it once. The entire time I've worked where
you were so into it.
But I'm just like, dude. Casey's so much fun too. She is a friggin' blast. She's hilarious. We have nicknames for each other because of our ailments, our sicknesses, and we just crack each other up with these stupid nicknames that we talk about. But Casey's so funny, and I loved her dad's Born in the USA
picture
was so sweet. Yeah, and that was Connor. That's Connor's booty on the back of that thing.
Yeah.
So
go check out Repurpose Solutions. They're on Facebook and on Instagram, and that's Shane's company.
Way cool.
Yeah,
way cool. What do they do?
They make it's him. He basically he repurposes old vintage radios and suitcases and other objects into Bluetooth speakers, and so you can hook up your phone via Bluetooth or whatever, and it runs on a battery. You can take it camping. You can take it on the road. It's awesome. We have one in our living room, a big suitcase.
Oh, really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Casey's mom, I never realized this until I think I met her. I don't know where. I met her. Mm-hmm. Like it was like in the past year. She's a Young Life girl.
Yeah.
And I remember being in Young Life, and I think I was on my way out, even as a leader, and I think she was coming in. Who does she remind you of? An actress from a TV show.
Well, everybody says she's like Elaine. Yeah, and he's like Jerry.
Is he?
Shane is a lot like Jerry Seinfeld, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's so funny. Yeah. But yeah, so I've seen...
Although my friend... my friend at my bachelor party, Shane was at the bachelor party, and my friend Anthony said that he reminded him of Toby Flunderson, which Shane hates. He hates it so much. And then Michael... At my wedding was stirring the pot a little bit and was like, "Who's that guy you thought was like Toby Flenderson?" Just with Shane right there, and it was so good.
So should I? If I see him, should I call him Toby?
No, he will not like you. Even as a joke, he will not appreciate that at all.
So the great thing is that I saw them at the casino.
Oh.
What's it? Shane it was his company party. I didn't know this. Me and Jamie are cashing out, and I see Casey's mom walk by, and she kind of gave me one of those quick, recognize you, but I'm at the casino. I don't want you to know that I'm at the casino. And kind of looked down and kept walking.
Yeah.
Now, she may have pretended that. Maybe she didn't even notice me, but anyway, and then I saw Casey the next day, and I'm like, dude, I think I saw your mom at the casino last night. She's like, oh, yeah, we were all there. It was my dad's thing and this and that. So, but anyway, It was very kind of like that's the only interaction I have. But it's one of those things where those people that you like see and you keep running into them, but you don't know them. I remember her shopping at Safeway a lot.
Well, she was she was part of the wedding also, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then she I remember seeing her in Enumclaw because I used to work at the credit union down the road. And,
right. Credit union days, man.
Credit union days.
So Price is Right.
Price is Right. And I said Family Feud because I always wanted to do Fast Money.
Dude, Fast Money is probably the most intense 2 minutes of your life when you're watching it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah.
Let's do this real quick. Everybody forgive us because me and Adam kind of just enjoy our lifestyle together, like as partners.
What does that mean?
No, I mean our childhood.
You distinctly use the word lifestyle.
You know, the choices that we make. We enjoy the childhood that we grew up in. And so I'm just going to walk down a trip of memory lane where I'm going to take a moment. I'm not looking forward to the next thing. But I'm going to wake up. This is my summer morning. And let's see if Adam, I'm going to hit different points and we're going to see what Adam does too. Okay. I wake up in the morning. It's a summer morning. There's no school. We're going to say 10, 11, 9, 10, 11.
Sure.
Wake up. I'm getting off the bunk bed and I'm walking and I'm pouring myself a bowl of what are you pouring yourself a bowl of?
Oh, either corn pops or honeycomb.
Yeah.
Or grape nuts with sugar on top.
Yeah. I was thinking corn pops. I'm pouring a bowl of corn pops. Honeycomb's always good. You can have 3
you're
bowls
like,
of
and
that.
You're thinking in your head, you're like, gotta have my pops.
Gotta have my pops. You sit down, you throw on the TV. What are you playing? What show is playing? The first thing is you sit down.
The Price is Right.
Okay, that's 10 a.m. But before that,
I don't know.
Okay, you're watching you're watching
Rockford Files or something.
Yeah, you're watching some Rockford Files or some MASH. You're moving over. You're gonna watch, A-Team, not MASH. You're watching some A-Team.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get into the Price is Right. Price is Right is over. You're hitting commercials here and there. You're hitting the CD collections of the Red Hot.
It's like Lady in Red.
Think of Laura.
We clearly have seen the same commercial.
Will take you home. Don't forget me when I'm gone. Lean on me.
Oh my God.
When you're not strong. And I'll be your friend. Now, top hunter.
So I love that we memorized that commercial.
We know exactly how those.
And Kirk B. Bernard.
Oh man, Kirk B. Bernard. I watched a commercial of him the next day or the other day, and he's just sitting there. Now he's like on his phone, or he's like, yes, thinking. He's on his laptop. He's very reserved now. But back in the day, Kirk B. Bernard. Kirk B. Bernard, in your face, Kirk B. Bernard. And now he's just like at the.
He was like a WWF wrestler. Like if the wrestler is like dressed up like a lawyer with
Kirk B. Bernard
little glasses on.
Yeah, and then we'd watch Judge Mathis and get into other stuff. Now we're kind of skipping ahead. That's like older in life.
That's a little bit, yeah.
But okay, so now, all right, we've now got through that infomercial for the 100th time. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, okay, mom's kicking us out. Hey, you guys got to go do something.
She's going to watch As the World Turns.
She's going to watch at 1 p.m. As the World Turns. Before that, she's going to watch a little King 5 News. She's going to get that news, the noon with Lori Matsugawa. and I forget the other guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what are we doing at that point?
So then we're outside. I mean, we probably already eaten lunch. Or maybe we're going to eat lunch a little later. I don't know. Who knows? But
also, sorry, Gene Anderson. Okay, keep
Gene
going.
Anderson, yeah. And so we're outside. We're either. I mean, I'm probably not at the basketball age. I don't know what we're doing. Like playing in the pool, running through a sprinkler.
Dude, sprinklers.
Uncle Rob might be living with us at the point.
Maybe we're hitting some wiffle balls. We're saying who we are.
We're
Joey Cora.
We're running through the woods.
Yeah. Through the woods with baseball or with like. Pretend we're playing war.
Yeah.
Yeah. We even make these. Quit shaking your legs. I do the same thing.
Sorry.
And that's going to be. So I've edited this before, and I'm just like over here like this,
squeaking.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no, I'm editing like the video portion
gotcha.
of it, and I'm just over here, and I'm like, that's a really funny part, and I'm like, because I'm listening to it first because I'm editing. I'm like, okay, well this is that Mark 20.
Sorry, I'll stop.
So, yeah, no, I'm just telling you. So I'm listening. I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. It'll be good on the video. So I'll do that. So I go to the video. I'm over here like galloping along as I'm telling the story, but
we'd be riding bikes or something.
Riding bikes. Making some whatever would be cool at the time.
Oh.
But making some hydroplanes, tying it with twine,
dragging a wagon.
You've
got your
getting upset, yelling at each other.
You're digging your in-ground swimming pool. You're trying to dig.
I did that. That was an awesome thing. We would play make believe, where we'd be on a boat, or we'd play school.
Oh, yeah.
Remember playing school? I'm the
Kinda,
teacher.
yeah.
But remember when Jenny Mountain came out and she was playing. She was the teacher, and
I don't remember that so much. Was she mean?
Yeah,
That
and
doesn't surprise me.
it doesn't surprise me at all. But then we went to. So now it's the afternoon's rolling by. We had our lunch, which would have been like a sandwich and some chips and a glass of milk, maybe cherries. Oh yes, cherries. Yeah. And then now it's like evening. It's in the summer. Sun's still there, but it's starting to drop a little bit. We got the little pool, walking around, and I remember just going inside. Mom's making it night. You can smell it. It's hamburger gravy, or it's some pork chops, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, some yummy, some fruit salad with mixed or grapes with the brown sugar and that stuff was okay.
It was okay.
And then we'd little so we get into
MASH.
If you guys didn't know that, it was beautiful harmony by me. Adam got in there too with the sound effects like that. Star Trek,
classic
Golden
Star Trek,
Gold,
not Next Generation.
Before. No, and then Cheers. Some Cheers. That's good. Okay, so what was your favorite episode of Star Trek?
Stardate.
Original Star Trek.
I mean, the one that always stood out to me was when he fought the Green Lizard guy.
Oh, for sure. And then Dad put on those red cups. Remember that? And he walked around as him. But my favorite one was the pancake flying things that would land on someone's back and suck the life energy out of them.
I remember that, yeah.
And that was freaky, man. That was freaky.
Yeah.
And again, this episode's for us, guys. This is just for us.
But you might relate.
You might relate.
Yeah.
In fact, message me who your favorite TV shows are if you related with any of these TV shows as well. And then we're just going to throw out, it's TGIF, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's TGIF. Before TGIF was a thing, it would also be, Sunday Night.
Sunday Night Movie.
Was the Sunday Night Disney movie.
Yeah.
And
Michael Eisner would always be out there with like Goofy or Mickey and...
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this episode or this night where you're going to watch a kid who gets visited by an alien and he goes back in time and in the future. Who knows? Time has passed and he came home. Now up, Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah. And then we'd watch Flight of the
Navigator. And then the little Beach Boys come on. The kids, woo!
Run, get around, I get around.
I get around.
Gosh, this is a very musical episode.
Yeah, guys, get the soundtrack.
Get the full Buddy Cast soundtrack.
This is all music related. Real quick.
Yeah.
3, and then we're done. We're ending on this.
Okay.
3 of your top favorite movie songs, but more of like musical instruments. I'm going to start it off with
musical instruments.
No, not musical instruments.
Like scores.
There we go.
Okay, like just from childhood or just overall?
Overall that you've enjoyed. Here's mine. I'm going to do with mine first.
Okay, do yours first. Yeah,
is going to be. Hold on, I can't do it. It's the Jurassic.
We're going to do
It's the Jurassic Park one.
There's 2 Jurassic Park ones that that are famous.
Do.
One of them is. Did you say do?
Do.
Do.
Do one of them.
I have to try to remember them, but it's like.
Na 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 in the background. Perfect. What else?
There's another Jurassic Park one. I can't remember how it goes. Okay, I can't think of how it goes.
What's the other ones?
Well, that was yours.
That was mine. What? I know. Give me some.
Oh, I thought you were going to give me 3.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay,
I do.
Fine.
Okay, fine. Harrison Ford in
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, which is okay.
Those are both John Williams scores.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then what's your third?
My third one is the Pee Wee Herman dream sequence where he's like
yeah.
But it's very
is it Chariots of Fire?
It's yeah.
Is that what plays over that?
I think I don't know.
It's like a sound alike type.
Yeah, but there is honestly the honest thing I was talking about Pee Wee Herman was when he's like do 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 do.
Yeah, that's who did that score?
And they play it loud.
Danny Elfman, maybe.
Trying to get his red bike back. Those are mine.
Those are good.
Beat them.
I mean, Star Wars.
Obviously,
Star Wars
low-hanging fruit.
It's just it just is like the best. Am I gonna do music for Star Wars? I don't know. What's my favorite Star Wars song? There's so many good ones. I like the no, not that one. I like the dun 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 dun. That was really good. I also like there's the Snowspeeder one that's similar, but that's also John Williams. And then I like the what was the other one I was thinking? Oh, the Deer Hunter has a good one. I can't sing it because I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's got a really good score. And then
how do I take the good ones?
You took some good ones. Good. I like Back to the Future.
Oh.
Is that what it is? It goes, dun, dun, dun. Is that how that goes?
That sounds like Star Wars again.
No, that's
like when they land on a planet.
No, it's like
a cutscene.
Something like that. You people out there know what I'm talking about.
Well, I did like the Huey Lewis version.
Well, sure. Yeah, Huey Lewis, Power of Love.
Power of Love. Back in time.
Go back in time.
Back in time.
Yeah.
What about, and then Ghostbusters?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Did you ever watch the Movies That Make Us? Netflix?
I watched one of them. We watched
the Ghostbusters.
No, which one did we watch?
Dirty Dancing, Home Alone.
Home Alone, I think.
Where they built the whole entire.
Yeah, we watched that one.
That's crazy. Was that the recommend what I told you about to listen on the podcast that you didn't listen to?
To listen on the podcast?
I told people about this. So watch the Ghostbusters one.
Okay.
If you didn't know this, it was written for Dan Aykroyd and
John Belushi.
You knew that.
I did know that.
And
Slimer was originally called Onion Head.
Didn't know that. Did you know that John Belushi, or did you know that they were going to have Eddie Murphy? They were going to have those three. Yep. Eddie Murphy couldn't do it because he's already doing his thing. John Belushi died, so they brought in Harold Ramis, who's also a writer, who helped rewrite the script because Dan Aykroyd wanted a bunch of, it was like ghosts, but also in the future, and aliens would bring these ghosts around too.
Which is probably what he believes.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
And then they brought in, what's his name?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray came in at the last minute.
Ernie Hudson.
And they didn't know. Everyone didn't know. The rumor was Bill Murray was going to be there, and they hadn't heard from him. He made a verbal commitment, and it was the day one of shooting, and everyone thought he wouldn't, he's not going to be here, and he showed up, and then so there it was made, and then
man of his word.
Sigourney Weaver. They were looking at other people, but Sigourney Weaver reached out to them.
Oh, and
it was like, are you kidding us? Like, you just did Alien. Like, you're a huge movie star. That's crazy for us. The guy that created Slimer was told, you have to make this like a ghost of John Belushi.
Oh.
So the guy did not know how to do it. He created Slimer, like in this model, like he had like the clay and all that.
Yeah.
And he shows up on the day of it and goes, here's John Belushi as a ghost. And they're like, it's perfect.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, whoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so I think
cool.
they probably had to say that because they're like, well, what else are we going to do?
Sure.
But yeah, no, the whole thing was just super interesting. It was just crazy interesting and how it almost didn't get made. It got dropped because there was another Ghostbusters out there and they were trying to get the rights of it. And so the owner of one of the movies, the original, not the owner, but like the main producer of this movie of Ghostbusters, he could not get the rights of Ghostbusters. So it was going to be called like Ghost Catchers or something like that. Well, they fired him.
Oh.
And then he got hired on at the company
Oh.
that actually held the rights to Ghostbusters. And so as a favor, because he believed in that project so much, even though he got fired from that place, he gave them the rights to Ghostbusters.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Spoiler alert for all you people out there.
I would say the unsung hero of Ghostbusters is Rick Moranis.
Oh, big time.
And that was originally going to be a John Candy
It was
role,
going to be John Candy.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
which I could
correct.
see. I could see that. But Rick Moranis knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, big time. They got this new slot machine at the casino. Little Monster.
Oh, really?
Or
Little Shop of Horrors?
Little Shop of Horrors. So
Yeah, Little Monsters prizing
not
to get
as
its own
good.
slot machine.
Not as good. All right. Everyone, thanks for listening.
Boy,
Went by 50 minutes. And we
Sheesh.
talked about music and we sang the whole time.
you're welcome.
You guys are welcome for a little tickle in those ears. All right. Thanks for listening. Appreciate Adam for another random chat with Adam.
Yeah.
And love you guys. Take care.
We love y'all.